for today's session, we're going to be utilizing a powerful technique called EFT, which stands for the Emotional Freedom Technique. You may have heard of this. It's gaining popularity online right now in the online coaching spaces. I was first introduced to this in a clinical licensed therapist office. They often use it to rewrite our experiences of traumatic events to diminish or completely remove the undesirable emotions and patterns in the subconscious level. So it's not something we're thinking about to try and do harder. We're not trying to attach a bigger laundry list of to-dos. What it does is using acupressure points and subliminal coding messages. It's worded the way it's worded on purpose because it works in your subconscious level to rewrite beliefs that resulted from undesirable or traumatic events. So there's a set of techniques designed to balance the energy system of the body, so your nervous system, okay? Eliminate undesirable emotions, limiting beliefs, and self-sabotaging patterns. It's super cool that it's based on scientifically proven modalities and principles like acupuncture, but it's also something that you can use, forgive the pun, tap into any time without any equipment. You just need you and knowledge of the script. So, what the other thing I love about EFT is it's a tool you'll be able to use for the rest of your life. You won't even need me. So with just this, you are able to use the tool. So I find myself tapping on so many things, on compulsive eating, on self-esteem, on courage, motivation, those kinds of things. It's really, really helped me to break patterns that kind of weren't mine, but I've attached them to. So it's really, really helped with childhood trauma, relationship dynamics, leaving the past behind, like letting go, not forgetting, but just letting go of the right for revenge or justification or stuff like that. You at any time you're experiencing a negative feeling, emotion, physical symptom, or belief, you can simply start to tap on it and notice how it lessens or completely eliminates that thing. So, what I would like you to do today is think about the feeling of the fear of being alone, the fear of being left behind, the fear of being left out, the fear of being unloved, undesired, unwanted, unneeded. And as you're physically thinking about that feeling, and notice how it feels in your body, you are in a safe place. You are totally, completely safe right now. Okay? Now that you know that feeling and you're really, really into it, on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being not at all present, 10 being all consuming, I would like you to say how much you're feeling pain, anxiety, regret around the problem, or if this is more accessible for you, if you believe that you're always going to be alone, and that's a belief you would like to evict, how true is it for you? 0, not very true. I don't believe this one bit. Or 10 being, this is my current reality and complete truth that I will always be alone. Go ahead and write that down now. Okay. And when you're ready, I'm going to take you through the process. So starting with your hand, your left hand or your right hand, doesn't matter, whatever's more comfortable for you. Bring up your hand, and with your other hand, we're going to gently but firmly karate chop our hand. And repeat after me. Even though I feel like I will always be alone, I deeply and completely work towards loving and accepting myself. just as I am. Even though I feel on my own and alone, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. One more time. Even though I feel completely alone, I deeply love, completely, and accept myself. Take a deep breath. Release. What we're going to do is we're going to work through by visiting the undesirable thought processes, okay? Using facts only, okay? And then we're going to tap through specific spots on the body. I will lead you through it. I will get closer to the camera so you can really, really see it. And then we'll replace those thoughts, feelings, and realities with new ones. And it is so fun how well this works. Okay. We do this by answering a few questions. What do you really wish were true about your reality, your health, your relationships, business, whatever? In this case, the being alone. So what do you wish were true? You feel completely alone. What do you desire? And that is to be supported, to be loved, to be celebrated. Whatever one of those things is, I would like you to make a note of that. What is a current fact about your reality? So even though you're experiencing this isolation, what is a fact related to it? So the fact is that you had shared previously. The fact is there's a situation that causes you to feel this way, correct? Okay, so we'll start here, tapping on the top of your head. Okay. I feel like I will always be alone. I feel like no one shows up for me. I feel like I'm too much. On the side of your eyebrow, on the side of your eye, I feel like I'm too much. Under your eye. This makes me feel inadequate. And then above your lip, it causes me to withdraw. I feel the need to protect myself from being hurt. I feel like I'm not good enough. I feel like nobody wants to be in my life. I feel like no matter what I do, I will always be left behind. I feel like I will always be alone. Above your eyebrow, I feel like no one is in my corner. The side of your eye, I feel like I am not good enough. I feel like despite my best efforts, I never keep relationships alive. I feel like if I just did something differently, spoke something differently, lived differently, then maybe people would love, accept, and validate me. I feel hurt, betrayed, and left out by those who were meant to love me unconditionally. I feel isolated and alone. Now, I'd like you to take a deep breath and release. Now that we've tapped into that feeling, I would like you again to rate it on a scale of 0 to 10, where you're feeling the most present. If it has shifted, if it's more intense or less intense, note that. And now we'll go through and reprogram those same lines by tapping on the same points with the desired feelings and emotions. Okay? So back to the top of head. Even though at times I feel alone, there are people in my life who unconditionally love, support, and accept me just as I am. I get to be wildly celebrated. I am enough just as I am in this moment. The people who are meant to be in my life will always find a way to be in my life. I am not responsible for other people's perceptions of me. I am worthy of radical love, acceptance, and celebration. By fully loving myself, I empower others to fully love themselves. I deserve love and affection, and it comes to me easy. I am wildly gifted and talented and beautiful. Side of the eye. Everyone who wants to be in my life is in my life or on their way to me now. I have the power to make deep and lasting connections if I choose to. I welcome vulnerability, knowing that it leads to lasting relationships. I alone am the authority on what makes my life fulfilled. I am wonderful, beautiful, and worth love. Back to your karate chop. Even though I feel alone, I am wildly celebrated, respected, and accepted. Even though I feel hurt and betrayed, I wildly love and accept myself. Even though I do not feel unconditionally loved from my family, friends, and circumstances, I choose to wildly love and accept myself right now. top of your head. I am worth complete, fulfilling, loving relationships. Wildly accepting myself allows others to wildly accept me. I am powerful, beautiful, and worthy of love. The people meant to be in my life are in it and on their way to me now. I am open to receive unconditional love however it comes to me. I choose to stand in the truth that I am enough as I am in this moment. I call unconditional love to me now. It is mine. On your ribs, I am loved. I am not alone. All right, take a deep breath. Hold, feel the air suspended in your body, allowing your subconscious to do the work and release any remaining unwanted feelings. Feeling back into that emotional state. Going back to what you rated yourself at the start of this tapping session. I would like you again to revisit that emotion of feeling alone, isolated, and non-loved, and assign it an intensity. 0 being not there any longer. 10, no change. Go ahead and do that now. If you're still feeling some resistance, if your number has not moved, I invite you to go back to the beginning of the video and tap on this one more time, and then do some embodiment work. Maybe a dance, maybe a kriya, maybe just being in nature, and then try tapping again. Some folks will have it completely removed, and some folks will have it go down 1 or 2 numbers. That's success. If you experience any shift, any movement, any emotional release, crying, anger, sometimes you need a nap, all of those things are good, valid responses. As always, you can just reach out to me. I will be here to support you. Bye for now.